and Prime with me, Leangari. Now, pressure is mounting on Nairobi City Boss Governor Johnson Sakaja over the recent Mama Lucy and Mama Margaret Kenyatta Hospital Board appointments. At the heart of the controversy is the appointment of former Bunge la Mwananchi President Calvin Okoth, alias Gaucho, and musician Ken Wamaria. Governance and legal experts have faulted the first-time governor over what they term as total disregard of Chapter 6 of the Constitution, arguing that the appointment failed the constitutional test.
The move by Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja is facing fresh scrutiny over health governance under his administration, following the appointment of boards to various city hospitals amid concerns over certain appointees failing to meet the required threshold and expertise on matters of health. Calvin Okoth, popularly known as Gaucho, is among the individuals whose nomination has raised eyebrows. Top among the concerns is his academic qualifications. Of greater concern is the fulfillment of Chapter 6 of the Constitution on leadership and integrity. Gaucho has been on the spotlight over political remarks likely to threaten stability. His utterances, especially during the Gen Z-led demonstrations last year, raises pertinent questions over his suitability.
It's a mockery of Chapter 6 of the Constitution. We are not alive to the principles and tenets that the specific safeguards that the Constitution has put in place. Nobody cares about it. Nobody looks at these key principles. Nobody looks at the constitutional values when these kind of people are being put into offices. And it sets a very dangerous precedent. We are supposed to look at their morals, their ethics, their past conducts and characters, their general feeling in terms of, in the eyes of the members of the public, the level of confidence in as far as public trust is concerned.
Many attribute the recent appointments, including that of musician Ken Wamaria, to political cronyism at the expense of technical competence. City lawyer Suleiman Bashir notes that the trend of political cronyism initiates a cycle of poor governance, resulting in reduced service delivery, widespread public corruption, and the loss of institutional trust.
We seem to have taken a drift away from the Constitution. We are rewarding political cronyism rather than looking at the aspect of constitutional fulfillment. It is not here at all. The question of, I think, competence is not there, is neither here nor there. The aspect of productivity is not here. Qualifications have not been looked at. Merit is not here. The aspect of ethics of the person has never been checked. So it is a very questionable long list that we have been treated to by the governor and his team.
Social media is awash with concerns over whether, indeed, the ODM diehard completed his studies. Netizens raise concerns over his appointment, some in support, while others slam Governor Sakaja over the appointment. However, amid these concerns, questions are abound over whether such appointments can be subject to litigation.
It can be challenged in court. It can be put to those particular safeguards under Articles 73 and 75. All those principles that are listed under the Constitution is clearly lacking, and there are very many constitutional grounds upon which this can be challenged. It is important for us to have some court interventions on this, and that particular court intervention, that particular activism that we expect from the members of the public is going to save us from this kind of mockery that the governor has treated us to.
Meanwhile, Gaucho has defended the appointment, saying he would use the position to advocate for the voiceless, insisting that board membership is about wisdom, community understanding, and representation rather than formal academic qualifications alone. The appointment was formalized in a Gazette notice dated April 16, 2026 by County Executive Committee Member for Health Services Suzanne Silantori. Gaucho will serve a 3-year term alongside other board members.
And the Independent Electoral and